Hey, so why are rent prices increasing all over the USA? What's going on with that? So, according to so many resources, it says rent prices in USA have been rising. The average is $2,100. So, yeah, rent prices are going up. What's going on with this? Why do we have to pay so much for rent? Well, could it be because of filthy, gross, nasty, stupid, four legged turd shooting dogs? And the dog worshipping country that we live in? Could that be a contributing factor to this? Oh, hell yeah, it could be. So let's explore this. Let's explore these nasty, stupid dogs and how they raise our rent. When you rent a house or apartment or duplex or fourplex, oftentimes your landlord or landlady, they will include sewage and water costs, sometimes gas costs as well, in the rent by calculating an average monthly utility cost and bundling it into the rent price. Yeah. So, for example, say you live in like a threeplex or something like that, and you don't use a lot of water and you don't use a lot of sewage, but your other people do. Well, you are going to chip into their overuse of things. The same thing with you gigantic apartment complexes. If you're like a single mom with just a daughter and you don't have pets and you don't have a bunch of roommates and you conserve your water and you make sure you don't overfill your garbage can, it doesn't matter. You're paying for a portion of all those other jackasses that have five barking dogs, two or three roommates, a bunch of extra boyfriends and girlfriends that come and go and use their shower, using their water, dumping extra garbage, and of course, if they have dogs, that means poop that goes into um, the garbage, and of course has to be washed out of their clothes, which means more water use. So, yeah. What about this? So, rising sewage and water costs can contribute to higher rent as landlords are going to pass the increased expenses on to tenants, making overall housing less affordable. Yeah, so more and more people are bringing dogs into their apartments and houses, because in this dog worshipping society we live in, it's seen as some type of dog abuse if you just leave your dog outside for like 5 minutes. He got too cold, he got too hot, bring him inside, run the air conditioning, run the heater, give him a bath, wash his dog bed, right? Yeah. So, dog owners themselves contribute to more garbage due to the significant amount of dog waste generated, about 3/4 pound per day. So this is what dog owners are throwing in the garbage. When you're looking at your waste and sewage cost, a good portion of that is plastic bags full of dog turds. And some dog owners put those dog turds down the city water. They put their dogs in a bath. They rinse the dog poop off of their clothing and off of their shoes, and it goes right into your city water, which is another thing that you're paying for to have all that nasty shit filtered out. And it's 10 million tons. If you can read this right here, it's 10 million tons at least. And that's just pet dogs. That's not the stray dogs and the police dogs and all the other dogs that we have in shelters and other types of rescue facilities all over the nation. So, yeah, dogs are just filling up your trash cans with dog turds, and you're paying for it. If you don't have a dog, or if you have one dog and your neighbor has three dogs, well, you're paying for that extra 2.75 or whatever amount of dog turds that's going into the landfill. You're paying for it. It's like socialized dog turd management. And it all comes down to increased rent cost because of dog ownership. So, water use. So homes with dogs typically use more water because dogs require access to fresh water. Well, yeah, they got to drink the water, right? And then they need increased water usage through bathing and cleaning. So people are constantly bathing their dogs, buying dog shampoo, dog deodorizers. Plus, they got to wash their bedding more often because of the feces and urine that dogs put into the freaking environment. So if you got a wash machine or if you got a community laundry place in your apartment, the dog owners are the ones down there running that fucking shit all fucking day, cleaning out the dog feces and urine from their stuff. So yeah, water consumption is very high with a dog owning household. It's like you got a roommate that moved in. They take an extra shower every day. They clean extra dishes. They wash extra laundry. They drink extra water. But guess what? They pay nothing. They pay nothing. Who pays? Your fellow renters. That's who pays. So let's look at some numbers on the dog water consumption with just drinking. We're not even looking at all the extra washing that has to go on. Or you guys know that they put these little pools and they fill them with water in the summer, hundreds and hundreds of gallons to put a dog in a pool because the poor puppy, he got too warm. Oh my goodness. Don't even get me started on that one. But a 10-pound dog requires a cup of water daily. You guys, we know that dog owners will fill their dish with a half gallon of water. The dog will spill it everywhere, and then they'll go refill it. But let's just play along with this 1 cup of water daily, and let's do some math. So we have about 90 million dogs in the United States. You can find these stats all over the place. 87 to 90 million dogs. And we're not even counting the dogs that are in the shelters and rescue organizations and the stray dogs that people give water. But whatever. Let's take 90 million cups and convert it to gallons, which is 5,625,000 gallons of water just for the bare minimum for dogs to drink. And we're being very conservative with this. Most likely dogs drink 3 or 4 times that much water just because of the spillage and everything else. So if the people that are renting homes have to pay the city for water and then they have to put that amount into your rent every single day in America, 5,625,000 gallons of water is consumed by dogs. So you wonder why your rent prices are going up? All of the things that are included with your rent, your fellow renters are using it way more than you are. Or if you're a dog owner, they're using it less than you are, so you're getting a free pass for you and your freeloading roommates. Your jobless, shitting and pissing, never wipe their ass roommates that use the water, fill the garbage cans with feces. And we didn't even talk about all the extra products that dog owners buy that end up filling the garbage can with, packaging, dog food packaging, and all that type of stuff that people buy for their dogs. And let's multiply 90 million by 0.75 pounds, which is 67.5 million pounds. Oh, wait, what are we talking about right here? Let's go back to our previous slide. So here's the previous slide. 3/4 of a pound per day per dog. So that's about how much feces waste that a dog produces. So we're looking at 67.5 million pounds of turds that need to be managed by the local, county, federal, city garbage management. So you wonder why your rent's going up? the cost of garbage and the cost of water is going up because you guys have more dogs. You guys are worshiping dogs. Why don't you get a human in your house? And sure, a human has to go to the bathroom and poop just like a dog does. Sure, a human has to shower as well. But at least a human will get a job and pay taxes and work in one of these facilities that filters water and manages waste. A dog will never do it, and your taxpayers pay for dogs, dogs that will never contribute back to your society, a society that they dump 67.5 million pounds of turds onto every freaking day. Yep, that's a big part of the reason why your rent is going up, because you're a dog worshiper. See you guys later.